Hey guys, Artosis here, bringing you some more Pro Gamer ladder replays. In this game, I saw who played this game, and I was like, oh, we have to cast this. It's BeSt in the bottom right, absolutely one of the best Protosses in the world for the last who knows how many years. It's actually been like 15 plus years, and he's always been ranked within the top 5 during that time. And his opponent in the top left, it is EffOrt. And I tell you what, EffOrt is looking fantastic lately, had a magnificent ASL run, looking like a genius, honestly. Amazing plays out of him. So this should be just a fantastic game. Really looking forward to this one. Hope that you guys are as well. And oh my God, BeSt is going for a, oh, never mind. I was like, is he going to go for like a high ground gate? No, this does reach down, so he'll put the gateway there. Damn. That's a little optimization, so your probe doesn't have to walk all the way down the ramp to make the pylon, excuse me. So yeah, sorry. I was getting very excited. I'm like, oh man, if this happens to be a one base play, this is going to be so sick. But anyways, it's cross spawns on Polypoid. Should be a fun one. And I want to thank you guys really for checking out everything on ArtosisCasts. I'm still continuing to try to improve everything, find really great games and all that jazz. So thank you very much for, you know, hitting that like button, leaving comments. A lot more people have been doing both of those lately. So big thanks to you guys. And of course, subscribe. Hit that notification button because every single day there's a new cast. I miss less than one day a month. It's like, I think I average right now missing, well, if you take away that week I had COVID or it might have been 2 weeks, I've been doing pretty well is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, it's just completely consistent. Thank you for tuning in. It's you guys that really help it to stay consistent. Now, looking at this game, right? The probe finds where this base is. It's cross spawn, so it's like really hard to apply heavy pressure cross spawn. We'll see if he actually sends the Zealot all the way across. It is going to the north right now where it's going to intercept this drone or not. The drone turns around. So I think he has a very good idea of what's going on anyways. In fact, I would say that EffOrt even knows at this point, based on the drone scout plus overlord scout plus one probe getting there, that this is probably a gateway expansion as opposed to a forge. Forge generally has 2 probes scouting out. Now, he did go for a pool at a reasonable time. This probe kind of waiting to try to deny the hatchery, but 2 drones come up. EffOrt looks like he kind of anticipated this occurring. But BeSt, you know, he throws down the pylon and isn't going to allow that double dronage to stop him from stopping the hatchery. So this drone goes back. He's assuming that the pylon is going to be canceled, that you're not going to let that finish. I think he is right about that. But the Zealot being there is going to force him to run away for at least now. So a lot of well, not a lot of Zerglings, but like 8 Zerglings on the way, and that's going to be pretty good for holding off like double Zealots if they start coming in. And gonna start sending those across the map. BeSt right now adding his second pylon or at the natural there. That's going to allow him to wall this side. Definitely very needed. Gas coming up, and of course the forge right there. With the second Zealot going to pop out before these Zerglings get there. So everything looking pretty good, pretty normal. BeSt went over to basically, this is the #1 spot on the map for putting a Zealot in. It's super tight back here, so Zerglings can only attack a single file. So yeah, it goes all the way back over there just to keep that Zealot alive while he's dealing with this harassment at home. And of course, he'll send it in when he thinks it is time, when it might be able to get a bit of damage or at least annoyance to EffOrt. Now, pops out with this Zealot. Ooh, taking a lot of damage on this one. It got a bit surrounded, so maybe not the best micro from BeSt there. And he's got to make sure he doesn't lose this gateway. That would be so annoying. In the meantime, this Zealot is over here battling a few Zerglings. Some good micro there from BeSt. Going to be able to pick off a lot of these. The other one is going to run away. Going to have to probably fight with drones at this point. Yeah, it comes up and gets the surround, but does end up losing that last Zergling. So, I mean, quite a bit of back and forth, but it feels very even right now. No player has really done anything that has taken advantage, I would say, at this point. A few more Lings trying to run by. BeSt has this sealed up with that probe. Is he going to try to target the probe? No, he goes after the Zealot. That's kind of funny with the others chasing him. That didn't seem like it was going to be something that worked, but Beautiful split in micro there from EffOrt. He's going to keep all those things alive. I actually thought he'd lose 1 or 2 on the way out. Photon cannon on the way. Here comes the Stargate for some Corsairs. And of course, over at EffOrt's base, we have the Spire coming up. Drones being hatched. And now we just kind of chill and see, is he going to start adding a bunch of hatcheries and getting the Evolution Chamber and Hydralisk Den? Or possibly a second gas if he wants to go for Mutalisks. Quite a few Lings are actually being hatched at the moment, and that's because these Zealots are walking across the map. You are going to have to take those very seriously. And I actually missed this, but 3 Lings ran by that cannon. And in fact, it looks like he popped it when I was looking at the tech. But kind of a standard move overall. We'll see if EffOrt's able to capitalize upon that. Oh, that was like a perfect probe surround from BeSt. So really, really well done. Now we have his counter harassment coming up, putting some pressure on with these 3 Zealots. It does take 3 Zealot hits to kill a drone. Also 3 hits against Zerglings, you know, before that +1 attack. And he's trading pretty well, like overall, and he did cause some lost mining time. So, you know, I guess this is about as good as you're going to get as BeSt here. And, you know, the fact that he blocked those Lings that ran in as well, I still don't feel like BeSt is in any sort of trouble so far this game. And, you know, a lot of times that is what you're looking for is the Protoss for Zerg in trouble? Did something happen that set him a bit back? Because it's a bit easier at that point for Zerg to really take the lead and punish. And that being said, of course, EffOrt hasn't really taken damage either. He's made a fair amount of Zerglings, but, you know, he's getting some use out of them. He killed the cannon. He's getting rid of these Zealots on the map as well. He has Carapace on the way, as well as a secondary gas. So right now, it looks like it will probably be Mutalisks, but of course, you can prepare. Did he lose that Corsair? I think he did. You can prepare for Mutas later on by going Carapace, but generally when you see Carapace right away, it is going to mean Mutalisks right away as well. And in fact, we see that on the production tab in the top left there. Mutas are going to be coming up. Look at this. He uses the Lings to eat shots to try to pick off the Corsair. This is the most, like, a 100% you're sure that he's going Mutas at this point, because that Zergling dive was never really going to do anything, but the priority of the cannons goes after Zerglings, so the Scourge could fly over the cannons to try to get the Corsairs. And he did connect with one, but he's not going to get it with the second one. So very cool move there from EffOrt, but kind of gives away what he's doing. The Muta's now going to go ahead and chase down some of these Zealots that have left for the map. Walking around right now with their +1 attack. Legs not quite done yet, but they're just buying time out there. That's going to give BeSt the time he needs to add on what he wants as far as defense goes, but honestly, he's not adding any other cannons. It looks like he's pretty happy with the 3 photon cannons that he has, which is allowing him to get these gateways up a little bit more quickly. Now, the Corsair's sitting here waiting for those Mutas. Not many Scourge here. Like, he should be sending some down. There's 2, 4... few more at home, a few more being hatched. But really, if you want to do Muta, you do have to have Scourge there ready to fight against the Corsairs, because otherwise the Corsairs are just way too cost efficient against the Mutas. They go after them now, and ooh, does snap one there with the Scourge. Nice micro from BeSt, dodging. Ooh, it looks like he's gonna lose another one. Very good micro there from EffOrt. So he reduces the Corsair count by 2, which is pretty significant. +1 is going to be finishing up on both sides, so that'll kind of equal out. And then, I mean, taking a look at what else is going on for EffOrt over here. You know, he's still trying to get something done, but, well, this is not going super well. It seems like BeSt has blocked it completely. But look at the worker count, right? He did kill some workers during that. 41 probes against 45 drones, so a very good economy for EffOrt at the moment. EffOrt is still making Mutas. Oh, you know, I see this +1 ranged attack on the way, so I'm like, are we having the Hydralisk switch now? But the Hydralisk Den just finished, and he just started Hydralisk speed, so he's going to make a few more Mutalisks and try to get a bit more damage done here to BeSt. BeSt probably thinks right now that this is going to be a transition into Hydras. That's generally how it goes. So he is getting up into his Psystorm. You know, he does have a very healthy gateway count already at 6, and still is making a few Corsairs. So he is being careful about that as well, but definitely has an eye on the fact that mass Hydra could come out at any time now. Plenty of Zealots down here. Very defensive seating here from the Corsairs, staying around these cannons so they can't be picked off too easily. Now, the group of Mutas is going to come in and loses one very, very quickly. EffOrt's doing a really good job of reducing these. Psystorm, by the way, is going to be finishing relatively soon. We have just over 10 seconds before we have a Psystorm that's going to be ready. And if he can hit that on the Scourge or on the Corsairs, that can really change the way things are going. Nice split there. Does target down that Scourge really quickly. In comes the Mutas once again. Scourge with them. Picks off another one. Damn, he's just so good at picking off these Corsairs. Another one. Kind of insane. I think we'll see a Psystorm pretty soon here against these. That would be my best bet. See, he's getting this High Templar into position. The Scourge did see the High Templar, so that might be it for EffOrt. He might just fly home and leave these be for now. EffOrt right now producing a lot of Hydras, getting that range upgrade. A lot of Zealots out, and he does have those Psystorms ready. So both of them have pretty sizable armies, but honestly, I'm a little bit afraid for BeSt. It feels like EffOrt does have an advantage after all those scuffles with the Mutas and Scourge against the Corsairs. The Corsair count isn't that high, right? So we have like 3 Corsairs total, and then we still have a lot of Mutas with really reasonable health. So when he walks out, when BeSt walks out, it's going to be a little bit difficult to keep his High Templars alive. He is making Dragoons. He is getting that range upgrade, making 5-6 Dragoons at a time right now. And he's definitely going to need them. Like, that's going to be the important thing, is keeping his High Templars alive. But right now, EffOrt coming into a strong position. And in fact, diving in, he's just going to go after the High Templars right now. Not a bad idea. He actually does get them, and that's going to force everything back. But now the Zealots can't get any sort of surface area, and without any Psystorms, honestly, I think this game's over. I think EffOrt just came in and destroyed BeSt. Damn, the strength of this guy is amazing. One of the best Zergs of all time. And you can really kind of see why. But you know, BeSt right now does have a lot of Dragoons with those cannons as well, making it a little bit hard for EffOrt to finish him off here. But honestly, when you have pure Dragoon, you're just not going to have much of a chance. EffOrt's going to pull back, but really all he needs to do is reinforce one time. Without those Psystorms, like, you really do need the 5-6 Psystorms ready to fight this type of Zerg macro. And he just does not have that right now. I mean, I don't even know what BeSt's options are at this point. He's got a lot of Dragoons. He's making some Zealots so that he can afford High Templars with that additional gas. Remaking the Forge. He did not get that +2 Carapace, is a bit annoying. He is going to take this high ground position. Probably the best he can do is try to take a fight from here so that there's some missed shots coming in on the next attack. So not a bad idea at all. But EffOrt looking really scary with his macro. Look at this. He's up in supply by 10 right now, despite being down 3 workers. And of course, Hydra's half the supply of all the units you see here. So definitely a much bigger, much scarier army here for EffOrt. Ooh, the High Templar even going to get sniped. Oh, man. That's definitely a storm he needs, but he's not going to be able to get it. Here comes this attack, and there's no way on earth that these Dragoons will hold off this army. Comes in, snipes as well. Even the Mutas are going to fight reasonably well. Another flank comes in. GG is called, and EffOrt kind of dismantles BeSt.